Hey y'all, so it's 2 days after the video you're about to see. And the reason I'm doing this particular video right now is because I needed to add to it. Unexpected things will happen in your life. Events will happen in your life that will change you. That will change your perspective on life. And maybe not change your perspective on life, but definitely make you dig deeper into what you're doing. So I had a comment and it was like, I miss the old you. And the old you wasn't, putting videos out to cause fear. So I miss the old you. And I understand how that can be, because when people change, and you know what, for me, that made me feel good. It would have made me feel bad if I hadn't transformed into who I'm transforming into. But that actually made me feel good, because it means that my work that I'm doing on myself is not in vain. And I don't intend to fearmonger when I put out a video. I'm doing no different than if the news came out and they told you something. It's just when I'm telling you something, I'm not coming from the news aspect of it. I'm coming from just a regular person who is paying attention and want to wake a lot of other people up about what's going on. And maybe I'll share a little more than what the news will give you, because they're only going to do maybe 20-30 seconds of any kind of info that they give you, and then they push it aside and move on to something frivolous. We don't have time in this life to do frivolous things. It's okay to watch who you want to watch, do what you want to do. But for me, in the journey that I am on right now, I can only watch so much and do so much of the things that I used to do, because I start feeling conflicted in my spirit. Okay. That being said, change is okay. But for the people on the outside, it may not be accepted when they see you changing. Maybe you're talking about God more, like I am, or maybe you're just doing stuff different, period. Whatever it is you're changing in your life, okay? I can't apologize for that. And I feel bad for the person who said it. Not like I feel pity for them, but I feel bad because many times in the past, I've watched channels and they have changed. But if you see a channel that's changing, people do change. People grow. People get older. You're not supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to get better. And that's what I'm working on, me getting better, being a better person to myself, so I can be a better person to my family, and I can be a better person to you guys. So I would be doing you an injustice if I continue to be and do the same things that I did 5 years ago when I started YouTube. I was doing mukbangs. That's not where I'm at in my life, okay? I am 56 years old. I'm not here to fearmonger. I'm here to tell you that everybody's clock is ticking down, okay? Everybody's clock is ticking down. This has nothing, I'm not saying the end of the world. I'm not even talking about that right now. And I'm not trying to spread fear. All I'm trying to say is we need to be preparing our homes for, as another person said in the comments, was, well, if we get hit by a nuclear weapon, we can just kiss our you-know-what's goodbye, because there's nothing we can do. There's no preparing for that. And I agreed with them, because there is nothing that you can do at this point. What's going to happen is going to happen. And when it comes to a nuclear war, the only people going to survive are the wealthy who know about it in advance and also have their situation set up. People have bunkers that are so deep in the ground right now. It's like they have pools and stuff in their bunkers, okay? That's how deep it goes. People want to hold on to what they want to hold on to, even when the world is ending. So there's nothing we can do in a nuclear event, but definitely pray. But there are things we can do to prepare before that happens. We can prepare spiritually, because we're all going to meet our maker, okay? And that's what I told the person. And also, we need to understand that a nuclear weapon is not always the way that we are going to end, okay? All they have, I know I keep saying okay, but they keep telling us, listen, they're going to take us out cyber. They're going to take us out power grid. So they're going to attack those systems first. So before we even get to the whole nuclear part of it, we got to survive that part. And before we rapture, not to bring it to that, but we have to survive the best we can. Our instincts are going to be, how do I survive? So if you aren't prepared, you don't have those things within your home, or have them where you can take them on the go. If you have to go, leave your home, you're just out of luck. And at that point, all you have is prayer, which all you have anyway is prayer. So whatever you do have in your home, and you can't afford to go buy anything else, pray over what you have. Pray over those provisions. Ask God to provide more or make what you have stretch to, you know, get you through those trials and tribulations that you're about to go through. And we're all going to go through them. Some of us are already going through those things right now, having a hard time paying our bills, having a hard time buying food, having a hard time working 40 hours, hours getting cut or being laid off, or, you know, all those things. And not forget, we have a government shutdown that is just weeks away, potentially. And the way it's looking like it's going to happen. So you have government workers that some are going to be laid off, might be permanent. Some of them are going to be forced to go to work again, not get paid, back where they started, you know, before in last year at the end of the year. So yeah, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's all I can say to that. So we had a power outage. Y'all prepare. Like I said, prepare. You don't know when that power is going to go out. You don't know if it's because they're working on the system and they do a planned power outage, which is what happened to us. And they didn't even tell us that they were doing it. They told us after they clicked the lights off, oh, we're doing a planned power outage. So we still have not done this. My husband just got home today. I have to pick some out, Lord. Here they go. Here they go. I'm always the referee between him and our daughter. What's the issue? Limp man. He hurt his knee. What's the issue? Why are you calling me? The daughter. Okay. So, tomorrow though, I have to go to South Carolina because two of my grandsons' birthday, one was on the 5th, one was on the 6th. The one that was on the 6th party is tomorrow. The one that birthday was on the 5th, I'm supposed to be taking him. I told him I would take him to see the movie David. So after I drop my daughter off in the morning at work, then I'm going to head to South Carolina. So then my husband, he'll be in here doing whatever it is he needs to do. And hopefully Sunday we can go try to find some, what is it? Backsplash. I keep saying towel. Backsplash for that right there. So now I'm in here making my grandson, my daughter's son, a sweet potato pie. This is my first time baking in the new oven, so I'm excited about that. And so far it's doing good. I'm doing convection bake for the potatoes, and I already got my mixture together. And I'm gonna get that mixed up eventually and throw it in there. And I'm gonna bake for the first time on convection bake and see how that works. I decided to turn this into a vlog. I also will be doing either white paint on those bottoms where it's black at, or either he's going to, well, I'm still going to do white around the trim, even if he changed the doors out. We haven't decided that yet. I just asked him and he don't really know. And he hurting because he fell, I think, getting into that truck and hurt his knee. So his knee is swollen. Men are babies when they are sick. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next clip. It might be tonight. It might be tomorrow. So guess what, y'all? I just got through talking to y'all about power outages and being prepared. You never know when something's going to happen. And I'm in here making sweet potato pie. And I'm at almost the end of it as far as I haven't put it in the oven yet. But I just got through whipping everything up together. And the power goes out. Yep, the power went out. So my neighbors, they have a Generac. And I forgot they had a Generac. I was like, what is that noise? My daughter's like, you don't remember when Hurricane Helene came through? And they were the only ones with power. Y'all, we need a Generac, but those things are expensive. Anyway, I'm about to go in this closet and pull out my solar power generator and give my daughter one of them for her room so she can at least have some light. My husband don't even know, I don't think, at this point, because he went to bed. So, yeah. Look at my oven. Why is it beeping? It ain't on. I'm about to, I'm pretty sure the neighbors have called. And it is lightly raining. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. It's so foggy. Who? Oh, they have one too? It's there's over there. Yeah,
I think it's the really rich ones, and I'm not right.
She said the really rich ones. So they have generators, okay, down there. And the house right behind us, I know, has a Generac. So let me go get the solar power out. Let me go get the solar power one out. So you can at least, I'll give you this little one.
And I just got done doing
it's my cart. Right, well, I have them up here, so I ain't got to go downstairs to get them. Oh, this one. Here, you can take that one. And right there. I have 3 more, so I'm going to go with this one. This, let me see what it's charged to. Yours should be charged. I charged them the other day. Yep, 100%. Okay. Cord in there? Yeah. In case you need it. I think we'll be able to use it because there ain't no power. What am I thinking about? Just go ahead and put it in the bag so we don't lose it.
This cord?
Both of them. You don't need any cord. It should be fully charged. Click it.
Click where?
Right there. hold it in. There you go. You got 100% on here. Y'all, I got these linked in my description if you want to check them out and get a discount on them. I have all the ones that I have are linked in there. And as you can see, she can plug up right here. So if you do have to plug something up, in order for it to work, you got to hit that little button right there. Hit it so it'll come on. Hit it again. And that'll give you, it'll tell you how much is pulling up here and how much time you have on it. So you got like 37 hours on here, depending on what you plug up. Okay, so for this one, they're both OPES, the one that my daughter has, and this one is an OPES as well. But, oh, the light just came back on. Thank you, Jesus. So I'm gonna cut this off. Make sure it's off in case the light go back out. Okay, so this is how far I had gotten with it. I was ready to put it in the pie shell, so now I gotta stir it up all over again. See how quickly things happen? I'm telling you, I was not expecting that, and that's how it happens. You're not expecting it. So I don't know what happened with the transformer, but I'm pretty sure it was a transformer, but it's back on. So it was out for probably about 15-20 minutes, but imagine had it stayed out longer, knock wood, it doesn't go back out. But we are semi-ready. I would like to be more prepared than I am, but we can only do what we can do, you know, get what you can afford, and just don't worry about anything else. Just pray about it, and God will provide. I am never going to get this pie done. They just sent me something saying restored after the lights came back on. And as soon as I go to put the pie, the filling into, as soon as I go to put this filling into those shells, the lights are out again. But of course, my neighbor's Generac jumped on, y'all. I'm gonna have to check into the Generac and see how that works, how much that costs for real. The small one at least. The plus is that filling tastes amazing. So y'all, I'm gonna end the video here and go sit down and rest, and hopefully it'll come back on to the point where I can get this pie in. I just need 25 minutes in the oven. That's all I need. This is the message I just got to my phone, my watch. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outlets. So this one's a little bigger than the other one. And then I have one where I can actually plug up my refrigerators and stuff if I needed to. I used those during Hurricane Helene when the power was out, so that we didn't lose any food from the refrigerator, because your freezers can stay, as long as they're closed, they'll be good for hours. So I got like 99 hours on here with 100%. It's not pulling anything because I haven't turned the light on. Only thing I'm plugging up right now is my light. Okay, I hit the wrong thing, y'all. There we go. Now I'm gonna turn it on. All right, so you see it went from 99 to 67 hours, right? So when you plug things in, you will drop in hours, but it went back up. It's not really pulling anything. I think that's why it went back up. This will tell you how much power it's pulling, and for that little light that I have right there, you can't really see it, but it's not pulling anything really. And then I'm gonna put my charger here, and I won't be plugging up my little space heater. No, I didn't call them. They sent messages to the phone. Well, to my watch. It probably came to my phone, but I didn't see it. It's planned outage. From 10 to 1:45 a.m. Yeah, you don't know because you're going to be asleep. You already sleep. Am I going to do what?
Come sleep with me.
Come sleep with you? Okay. Okay, so I got the ovens. I'm so tired. I got the pies going in the oven. Did turn the lights back on before 1:30. Hopefully they won't turn it off while my pies are in this oven. And I'm gonna turn the light on. I'm still learning this oven. My pies are in the oven, yay! So the light stayed on and the pies are done. So we moved this table from over there. We're gonna get a round table for both areas eventually, but we still have to do the backsplash like I said. But he finished out the island, closing it in. We kept the same countertops to save money. We, of course, I bought a new sink and faucet like a year ago, so we have that in now. He still has to seal some more on the island. He had to go do a load, so he left today to go do a load, and he'll be back in a day or two. And then we have to get rid of this drywall that he took out and put that in the garage. But that's where we are, you guys, and it's looking a lot better so far. We still have to paint because that old stove we had, all the black soot rose to the top. You see up here? So it's stained all in here at the ceiling. It's stained over there as well. So the ceilings have to be painted. The walls have to be repainted. We should have got rid of that oven a long time ago. And we have to paint in our rooms too because it did the same thing in our room. The soot from that old stove did the same thing. So when you need to replace stuff, stop holding on to it. You know, even if you got to get a cheaper version of it, just let it go because it makes things a whole lot worse and costs you way more money down the road having to redo stuff. Because we just did this painting not even a year ago and got to redo it because of that old stove. So y'all take care. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. I was a girl with dreams so wide, eyes full of wonder, heart open.